And I'd like to thank Sinn Féin for bringing this motion. But at the same time, I would like to highlight that I asked Sinn Féin last October, when the increase on fuel crisis was here, I asked him to help myself and the Rural Independents to highlight the energy costs and the fuel, but it took him till March to finally realise that there was a crisis that I could see last October. I stood here last October and I was heckled by you, Minister. I spoke to you about the toolbox that Europe gave you to use. You told me here in the House that all I was doing was complaining. Now all the opposition in this House are complaining. So now what I was saying to you last October was common sense and truth. And all your expensive department that you've behind you could not see what a person sees as an independent. Why does an independent stand out so much in this Dáil? Because we're on the ground with the people of Ireland. We understand business, we understand farming, we understand people, we understand poverty. You don't understand it. You were given a toolbox by Europe to use. This is why the latest figures from the Central Statistics Office show that energy is up by 31.9%. Animal feed is up by 18.2%. Seed is up by 11.6%, and fertiliser a whopping 127%. Ireland was directed by Europe to use a toolbox of measures in October 2021 to work with householders, companies and apply tax reductions. None of this happened. This is, and I quote from the EU Energy Taxation Directive 21, which allows Member States to either exempt or to apply a reduced rate on electricity, natural gas, coal and solid fuel. This is an EU directive to households. Was this done? No. Even though you had a toolbox from Europe to do it. Member States can give effect to these exemptions or reductions in the level of taxation directly. Was this done? No, it wasn't, Minister. Household electricity costs went up by 70% during 2021. Bord Gas this week predicted a hike of 27%. In real terms, this means our home electricity cost gone up by €1,300 per annum. ESB has announced operating profits of €679 million for 2021. And we're talking about a country here that has no alternatives but to burn petrol and diesel to put food on the table of this country. And now with people coming in from Ukraine, and now we're going to be having hardly enough food to feed ourselves. But what do the Irish people do? They wear their heart on their sleeve and they will give their last bit of food to other people to help them. But what does our government do? Tax us out of existence. That's all you do because you lack the understanding of real life living in your bubble here in Dublin.